What's up, everybody? Matt Nuzzo. We're here at Reel today with all this beautiful Armstrong gear, and we're going to tell you what's the best rig for kite foiling with the Armstrong setup. So with all the wings that are available, tail wings, fuselages, shims, front wings, mast lengths, like it can get just crazy confusing as to what's going to be right for you. So we want to kind of run through the line and talk to you about what kits are going to work best for what you're doing, and then how you can upgrade and interchange what you're looking to get based on your performance. Beginner kite foilers, they've had the best success with the CF 1200, Carving Freeride 1200. So this works for kind of a huge range of people. Carving Freeride 1200 has a thicker profile, easy lift, easy to take off of, really stable while you're riding it. It doesn't have too wide of a span, so it can turn pretty well. It does come with the CF 300 tail wing, which is this one, the largest of the group on the tail wing, so it gives you a lot of stability. You can still get a lot of speed out of this, and with the trim system on the trailing edge, you can really speed that up by adding more shims, which is going to increase your speed. So 1200 is kind of the bread and butter for starting out for most riders. Some riders are getting the 1550 V1 or CF 1550 as like super training wheels. This kit comes with a 70 fuse and a 60 mast, so that gives you, the longer fuse gives you a lot of stability. The shorter mast is going to keep you from tacoing and having all those bad wipeouts you hear about. So if you're a larger rider and really light wind and just want to have the easiest, you can do the CF 1550 kit, or it's also known as a 1550 V1. This was basically the first 1550 out. That works really well as well for kite flying. As you increase your ability level, you want to get out into the waves, you can go into the CF 800, and you can see this has got a crazy shape to it. A lot of this arc here is awesome in the surf and in the impact zone through the white water. It just rides a lot smoother than a flatter profile wing because the turbulence is hitting the wing at different places based on the shape here. It also has a thicker profile here, which gives you that good low speed lift. It gets going and really controlled and comfortable. A couple of other wings that people are riding for kite foiling, the 1050 and 850 have been really nice. 850 is definitely pretty fast and has really great glide. It does have a higher stall speed, so you want to be able to kite foil before you go to this. And the 1050, that's kind of like 1250, 1050, that's kind of like what most people are going to for kite foiling. The 1050 I really like the most for kite foiling. It is kind of a lower aspect wing, but it has a thinner profile. So 1050 with a thinner profile is going to give you better forward speed, better speed range, kind of top and bottom, but you still have that kind of lower aspect design for jumps, for kind of carving, for riding, for all types of riding conditions. I really like the 300 tail for kiting, but I've been dropping down the 232 and then the Flying V. As you drop down that tail size, you're reducing the amount of drag, and it's going to just make it a lot faster and turnier through the water. Final wing I want to discuss is the high aspect series, the 925. Been kite foiling this some. The 925 is definitely has that wider span, but it gives you amazing up and downwind capability. 1125 I've kited on this some, and you just get these crazy cruisy glidey runs, but it's just pretty spanny and wide, so it wasn't my favorite. Maybe a bigger rider would love it, but that's kind of the novelty setup in the range. When you're going fuselage length, most people are riding the stock 60 centimeter fuselage. That Armstrong foils are a little bit more stable than most foils. Most kite foils do come with a 70 centimeter fuselage, so there's a little bit of adjustment when you're coming from another brand if you know how to kite foil, because this is going to be turnier and a little more responsive because of the 60 fuse. You can always upgrade or change out your order to get the 70 fuse, that longer fuse. You want that really locked in feeling. The 50 fuse, definitely not my favorite for kiting, just too squirrely. And then mast length really depends on the water depth or chop or where you're riding. I've got 72 for kind of like messing around and riding in the Pamlico Sound. 85 is what I'm riding most of the times when I'm kite foiling, particularly if I'm out in the ocean or choppy conditions. Also, the 100's been really popular for kite foiling because you can just get a lot of, you can really, with the longer mast, really rail that thing over and really hike out and jam up wind. Most people are getting the stock setup with the 72, or you can upgrade to the 85 mast. These two are most popular. Then you also have some going down if you want easier, you can go 60 centimeter, and then the easiest for just like super training wheels, the 45 centimeter. That's almost a little hard to foil, but it allows you to engage the foil. You just don't have too much room to keep the wing underwater. But if you wing out, you just pop back down and go back up. So having that range of mass is really nice. Again, most popular kits, CF 1200 for easy, kind of all around, all sizes. Want to have a little more performance kit, HS 1050 for kiting. Those two are our main ones. I want to go a little step up in performance, you can go to the 850, or if you're a better kite foiler, 850 is going to be really nice for you. If you have questions, give us a call at the shop. We're going to dial in your quiver and your Armstrong gear for you. 252-987-6000, or reach out online, realwatersports.com. See you guys on the water.